This is another video about progress. This is being recorded in February when progress expectations are sometimes typically not as good as they could be for all students. And it's the time of year when it's difficult for students to imagining themselves catching up. It's difficult for teachers trying to decide how to help students catch up. So I decided to try something different, and it is a work in progress, but I thought it was important that I showed, especially newer teachers, how I was using the color-coded progress report that is sent out twice a month to kind of make decisions about who to send the progress improvement information to. It's actually a form, and I'll show you right here. It's in Google UTVA Pieces under Communicating with Learning Coaches, Student Progress. It's a new post right here, and it should come up. So you can read that. Hopefully that will help. It's right here, Red Progress Communication. But what I did is I pulled up the spreadsheet, and of course when it comes to you, it's not sorted. And so I clicked on the sort and filter ribbon choice, and I selected filter. If you can see, I unselect it, then those little filters aren't here. But you need to put that on because that's the only way you can sort your teacher name to find only your students. Now, to do that, you have to make sure you're clicked on the spreadsheet and somehow, because otherwise it won't do it. So you have to have your cursor on the spreadsheet for it to filter. So I'm going to go ahead and select my name. So all I see is are my students. You can't see my students' names because I've hidden those columns because that's confidential. And so all you can see is really what's important here is the courses and that they each have a filter. And what I decided to do to tackle this elephant of students that have red progress was select, first of all, math. So I decided to say, okay, who are the most critical need students right now that are red? I could send it to all of them, and that would be fine. But for these purposes, I wanted to get those that are just really critical. And so I just decided to say, okay, above 10% is those students are in the greatest need right now. And you could customize and say, I'm going to send a whole different letter to students that are, higher percentage. Sorry, this is taking a while. But it's totally up to you. I just thought it was important, especially as a newer teacher, to see the process of how you can use this spreadsheet to make it really powerful way. And I didn't need to unselect those. These are, of course, positives, so I don't need to unselect those. I'm just really looking for red students. So now I've filtered to kids that are showing red of greater than 10% lack in progress. So you can see he's 12, he's 23. And I just went down the list and opened up my OLS and clicked on the All Students and selected these ones that are showing up as more than 10%. And of course, you will see their name because you won't have the columns hidden. That is how I selected. You could go here and say, I would like to focus on language arts this month, and I'm going to unselect all the students that are greater than 50% or whatever it is you want to do. It's just a way to use this spreadsheet that can be really powerful in helping you figure out who to send information to. And if you go to the Student Progress tab in the UTVA Pieces, you'll see the letter, the Progress Improvement form. It's actually a form, a Google form that I'm sending to families. Hopefully that will help you do something a little bit different this month. I know progress is probably getting to be one of those things that is dreaded. And so maybe changing it up a bit can help have it be a little bit more exciting and progressive for you and the students.